don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Warrior Calculation King from Robot Force. Now this is, I don't know, something about Computron or something, I don't know. But there's 5 figures here. The box measures 17 inches long by 14 inches high, so it's a pretty good sized box. It's big enough to where it fills my review table, and I've had to actually back the camera up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at each of the individual figures in 5 reviews, and then we'll combine for a 6th review. So with that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started with the first one. Transforming the car into combined mode is not difficult, but it is perhaps the most complex part of this transformation that I've seen so far. As always, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. The transformation consists of doing this with this piece, and with the stress marks I'm just going to go ahead and take it off. Now, the first thing we need to do is loosen these things up down here. So these pin in. There's a pin and a port. I don't know if you all can see the port, but there is one. Loosen those up and just bring them out. They connect here and in a couple other places. Go ahead and pop up the combined mode head, which is right in here. And it doesn't like going up, so just be mindful. Bring it up to here, rotate these back, unhook right here, and bring them in and sandwich them together, kind of like this. This little tab here goes, or flap goes underneath. It doesn't really have a home, it just kind of sits there, which I don't really care for, but I didn't design this, so I don't really have a say in the matter. And that's kind of what the top looks like. Split your legs, open these up. These will connect with the arms. The rear view, the mirrors here are going to plug into this little port right here. You just swing these around and angle them properly, and they will tab right on. It's a hard tab for not so large of a piece of plastic. I'm not sure exactly how long this will be viable, but for right now it's working. And here is the car in his combined mode, just like this. After this is the last piece that we have to fight with. This comes down, and you can kind of see what has to happen here. This piece has to give enough to allow it to go in here. The problem is that it really doesn't want to, and that's why we've got that stress mark there. So on mine it just kind of rests there. That is the completed combined mode. Now to get the drill into combined mode is fairly simple also. The instructions have you open all this back up back here, but I have to tell you, if you've got a spudger or something you can just get in here with, you don't have to. Right here's the combiner port, right there. It's just literally right in here, all tucked up in there. All you need is, like I said, a little spudger or something. Get right in there like that. Go ahead and pull these things up. Disconnect this, rotate, and bring it down so that it's flush. Pull this up, pull this up, pull that down, and you've got a foot. Just that simple. Getting the motorcycle into combined mode can be challenging. Basically, what we need to do is separate that. That becomes the toe. Open these up. This becomes the heel, and it's like this. Now we have to get the combined port out, and it's in here. So there's really not a way to get to it other than to open it up and make it available to you. So we have to do just that. Open it up. And you can see the combined port there. Now we need to get everything together. Basically we can do that and just get this down where you can close it up. And then we do that. We close it up. I've done something wrong. It's got to be like that. Yep. There's no ratchets or anything on it, so that closes up like that, like normal. This comes in, this comes down, rests. I think that's how that goes. If it's not, it'll still work, I promise you. This comes back in and up and back inside to make it all a solid piece. Here, like that. Just like that. And now we have the final foot. To transform this guy right here, it takes maybe 3 or 4 steps. We open these flaps up here, take the back here and bring them all the way back. This allows us access to a very combiner wars combiner port, complete with spring. Next we come up here, flip these down. We may end up bringing these back, I don't know. We'll find out when we get to that point. The last thing we need to do is pull up the head and bring it down. So this has 2 connector points right here that are going to connect to the final bot. And that's what you get. So to put this guy into combine mode, it's really very simple. First we take the gun out. We just take the gun out. Open this up right here so that it's separated. Pull him literally apart. Tuck the head in, tuck that in, rotate the arms upward, and here is the combine port right there. Open this up, pull out the fingers, pull this around so that he has a thumb, and rotate this back. And here we have him all ready to be combined. Same thing over here. Tuck your hand in. I guess I forgot to do that right here on this one, didn't I? Well, easy enough fix. There we go. Rotate this up and over so that that's pointing down. This comes in. This comes out like this. This comes around. And this comes back. And here we have the big jet in combine mode. Now the only thing, I'm not 100% sure if these are supposed to be up or not. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like this. If they're not, well, you know what? They look a lot better like that. And here are the two arms for him. So we begin with the combination of the car and the secondary thing here. Basically, there's holes and pegs, and we just come in, push everything together, hope everything lines up. If it doesn't line up, we just have to extend this just a tinch until it does. We can always put them back in as needed. Let's get one in. They're nice and tight. And then get in the second one here. And that one popped out. That's okay. Now we can get it in here. Just like that. Just like that. And there is the top part of this. Right here, as Cartman would say. Right here. Yep. Now, we take the foot. I don't know, we'll put this one on this side. Just for shits and giggles, I guess. And it just, Combiner Wars is in here. Like that. And we take this one. And it just comes in like that. It comes down. Like that. Lastly, we take our arms, and there are grooves here that line up with grooves here. And so we just latch that in place on both sides. Oops. That one came off on me. There we go. And he is now assembled. Alright. And here he is in all of his glory. And he's a little spindly at the waist and legs, but actually I guess, I don't know if that's right or not, but we could always do like this, and now he's a little bit more solid, thicker, and yeah, we've got these flaps here that we can bring up, which will help give him movement. But I don't know, it makes him awful thin looking like that. Why don't we just kind of bring them down so that they're a little bit better. Now, from tip to top here, oh, and the instructions show these just coming straight up like this. I don't know if I like that or not. I really don't. I do know he's not happy standing straight up. Stand, man, stand. Alright. And part of that is these feet. So, he's measuring in at the old trusty tape measure. If I had to say, he's better than 12 inches, maybe 13 tops. Shoulder to shoulder here, we're looking at right about 9.5 inches. Depth-wise, I'd say his feet represent the largest part. Let's say 4¼ inches. Articulation in this mode. The head can move up and down, left and right just a tinch. The arms can go all the way around without trouble. They can't really come in. They're kind of stable, or go out. They do have this reverse butterfly joint, so I mean that is something. The elbows double jointed, so they come all the way up like that. We have the bicep rotation right here. The hands, the thumb here can move up and down. The fingers are a single molded piece here, so there's that. No waist rotation. The legs are the same. They can go out that far. The thing here goes out of the way, so it can go up like that, back like that. The knee joints. This knee joint doesn't work very well. Why is it not working very well? Oh, well, that might explain it. Your knee joint is here with the joint, with the combiner peg itself. So manipulating it, you can get it out to about right there, which isn't the greatest, but it is something. Is it any different on the other one? Oh yeah, that's way different on the other one. We get a real good range on that one. Bicep rotation is built in here to this figure. The toes, you've got this. It can move up, down. That doesn't really move. This moves up. There's a rocker, a faux rocker right here, and you get a faux rocker on that one. So yeah, I mean he does fine. He's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I will remind everyone watching this video, pardon me, he was 50 bucks. So for 50 bucks, that's not bad. That's not bad at all in my mind. So I suppose that the next thing we should do here is probably going to be scale comparison, since we've gone over him, and go from there. Oh, I'll put the sword together and put it in his hand, and we'll do scale comparisons with the sword in his hand.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
And now, for our good friends in Canada, Vitamin John is now available at your local retailer, Walmart, Shopko, Costco, whatever else I can think of to sell it. Or you can call the number on your screen now. Vitamin John operators are standing by. Call now!